Okay, the kitchen, most intense version. This right here was actually here on my doors before the home edit. It's such a great way to store your cups and teaspoons. Oh my gosh. And then rainbow, look at that. I also had this. I don't even know, it was a decorative piece. Could put some random spices on it. But that was the top of my fridge to start. And it was bad. It turned into that. And I also had like little things on it. So I didn't like the little things and I changed it up. And that became that. That was where I used to do recycling. And then I found those really cool things. And I was like, oh my goodness. They are so cute and they work perfectly. Next, this was a spot where I read, we basically just used it for storage, for things that needed to go to the basement. And in the home edit book, they had a beverage station. And I was like, oh my gosh, we need like a little table for that. So I found a cute little one. And it was just too small. It also was not quite white. But in the picture, I mean, would you look at that? It's white. But it didn't say white, so I didn't read like I should have. Then we found this awesome thing. My gosh, it's just amazing. My shake stuff can be under there. You don't even see it. Coffee, tea, like it's phenomenal. Made me so happy. I was like, yep, we're doing it. The next thing that I really loved was that weekly planner for meal planning. If you're a meal planner, oh man, so nice. These are the things that were in the top of the cupboards, things that I really didn't use. And then this is kind of like what it ended up being. I put the mixer up there to start, but really you shouldn't store heavy items like that up there. So I ended up changing that up. But like just things that are like, oh, and don't really use this, but and like, yeah, that's just random stuff just like piled in. Didn't know I had those containers. More containers I didn't know, and Toastmaster that's still in the box. But yeah, this is a little bit after. I'm like, oh, I like those little pans for making people meals. I noticed I never used that mandolin, so I got rid of that. Also noticed I didn't use those jugs ever, so I got rid of that. I got rid of a lot of things. This was my party cupboard. How nice was that? Throwing things, and then this is what it became when it was like containing things. Oh my gosh, so nice. I'm sorry, the cups are a little lopsided, but those are my fun things. This was underneath where my mixer was in my toaster. And then this became where my mixer ended up in like a baking, thing. So shelving was huge. That was my attempt at my first home edit with stuff. And then that's what that cupboard became because it's so deep, but big things in there. That was just a throwing. I just threw things, got a little rack, and boom, there it was. I got that rack at the Container Store, which is fun. This was life-changing. Look at those pots and pans. Yeah, grab something to grab. You need 2 hands. If you're carrying a baby, that's not so easy. So looked on Amazon and bam, could just grab it. And then back there I had a nice little container for my tin foil. Oh my gosh, that is nice. That is a bad picture of what I did with my Dutch oven and crock pot before, trying to pile them. And then there again is what happened with them. So very nice. This also was embarrassing and hard because that's where we threw our containers. And boom, I actually invested in some nice, you can clear containers so you can see what you have. That was above the microwave. And I got rid of a lot of cookbooks that I never used, and that is also like round 2. Got rid of stuff, but then with the containers, I got a Lazy Susan and a container for that. I mean, oh my gosh, so nice. That was my old back stock, but I realized I couldn't get to it at all. So downstairs, This is like the bookshelf we had, and I was like, oh, I get to do rainbow in the books. And I got a little storage rack from my mom, and it is like so nice. I organized the books, and if you see to the right, there's that storage rack I was talking about where I put all the backstock. Backstock is like anything you have that's extra, so you don't buy 4 million things of the same thing because you know what you have. That was awesome. That was old, above the cupboards again, like just random like cups. That's how my spices were. I was like so smart with the drawer, so smart. And that's how like one of the cupboards was, just like random stuff. But then I put the spices up there, got a tiered thing, which is so nice. And then put stuff in containers. There's the junk drawer. There it was, junk drawer. Home Edit people call your junk drawer your multi-purpose drawer. There's no junk in there. It's just multi-purpose. And I ended up using a tea caddy. Oh my gosh, it was the smartest thing. I can even shut that lid and I can still shut the drawer. Cray was pretty excited about that one. I was like, yeah, we know. Yeah, it's just, again, so nice. Oh man, I tell you what, it's just nice. That's where the bags used to be, and then again, containing it, there it is there. And then the top picture here was how it used to be, and the bottom picture is the nice little nice version of organized. Whoops, lots of koozies. Got rid of a lot of those. Use that drawer for something else. There's another drawer in the island that just was very random. What's that glove doing there? I don't know. And then there it was, just getting those things from Dollar Tree. Those little, that was good. That's how it used to be with the baby stuff. And then in that drawer is how it became. Oh man. Wasn't nice when we were feeding Lyric all the time with bottles that we could just put the parts right there and they just put it together and boom. That's how the cupboard was with the formula and random candy and stuff. And then I found out that the formula could fit in a drawer. Remember that koozie drawer? Yeah, that became something that we used all the time, which is so nice. Oh my goodness. And then all my snacks contained, in the cupboard instead. That was a drawer that had, random stuff in there. That's what happened. And then that's what it became. So just kind of put the skinnier items there and so nice. And then that was our silverware drawer. Yes, very, very nice. And now that's our silverware drawer. Found the bigger drawer and put more silverware in it. Also got new silverware in the process. There was a drawer. Nice. And then just a reminder, I just love that drawer. That's so nice. And then here's our drawer that we had all of our stuff, like our, random things. And then I, put it in containers now. So, so nice. That's our cupboard. If you remember, I put the containers in that cupboard now, which is so nice. But that's where we had our cups and random bag of stuff. And now I put it underneath. And then got that organizing thing for that. Yeah, that was underneath the sink. Yeah. And then, oh my gosh, I remember when I was done with this right here, I was like, I feel like I can be done with the kitchen because that is so beautiful. Beautiful. I don't know. I never knew underneath my sink could look that nice. But as you can see, the dishwasher pods are right there. I mean, everything that, you want to use, its most common is right in the center. But I even have a picture of it before and after on top next that you can see. But this process was so it was the most grueling thing, I think. There it is again. Out of my whole house. Honestly, the basement right here is what I thought was going to be the worst thing. And I ended up doing the basement first. I know they say Home edit people say, don't start with the biggest thing. Do a drawer, do something small. And I did my bathroom drawer, and I was like, this is great, love it. But I went after the basement, because I was like, I want to get the toughest thing done. Eat that frog. It means like you do the worst thing first, and so I did the basement. And I'm just showing you what I did with the basement. I mean, it was like how terrible it was. I mean, like, oh my gosh, it was terrible. I made this picture extra long so I could keep talking about the kitchen. So when I walked into the kitchen and I opened up all the cupboards, I actually had to leave the room, because even though I was pumping my music and doing that stuff, I was kind of like, this is a lot. This is like way more intense, which is why I made this video first, 'cause the basement video is coming. Like, it was just way intense, but it's because, like, you basically live in your kitchen, especially if you're a cooker like me and meal person, so it's just like, believe it or not, the kitchen was, but guys, like, I made this because I'm most proud of the kitchen. I'm most happy about the kitchen because it's just so nice to have it organized. So that was the cups and bowls. There was a thing of straws back there, and plates cupboard. I knew it was high, and I knew there needed to be some shelving. I also knew I needed to get rid of some things, and boom, got even new cups, exciting plastic cups for smaller children, and added some shelving there. And basically that was that. Then that's one of my random cupboards that I had random things in. Then I contained things, which is exciting. That's the cupboard right next to that. Yes. How can you tell what you actually have when it's buried? And there's some teeth. Yes. And then, boom, just put things in canisters. And obviously there's an empty one, which means that I can put something in it. I can go get some cereal and it'll look nice. Yay. Oh, yes, hot chocolate bar, little container. That was, where the teas were. And then tea caddy. So nice. Like, and then I was like, oh, another opportunity to like do the rainbow a little bit. So it was so fun. The next one I was really excited about was like your refrigerator. Like, they even had a way you could make your refrigerator look good. That's what it looked like before, but I added a little Lazy Susan there. I don't know if you can see that with the milk. But this is what it looked like after. Oh, like you see all your produce. They even have labels and stuff. And like I had got an egg thing, got even a pop and bottle thing. Like, yeah, so nice. That's where Luna used to eat. We don't drink wine. So like, yeah, got rid of that and got that. It's a cute little cozy thing for her on the side. No one can really see. I put the tea thing right there. It's so nice. Love it. So then that's where we used to put cords, pump parts, everything. And I figured out a way. Gosh, doesn't that look nice? I put Home Edit said they had a docking station, so everything can get plugged in that little station. With of course, Google Home. That's what it looked like when I walked out of the room. I just opened up all the drawers and then, geez, now I look at it and I'm like, everything, the meat is done. There it is again. Look at that, like side things, pretty cluttered. I don't know. I just had some random things and I just got rid of those random things. It's just so, yeah. Honestly, I mean, I sent the kids to daycare for 2 weeks after summer got out so that I could do this. So I'm excited to like continue to make these videos so that people can kind of see, and hopefully I'm hoping that I inspire people, if that makes sense, because I know I was inspired and I am so thankful I took the time to do that. I don't know if you noticed my magnet instead of the thing that I had before. It's just clean, dirty, so cute. But just on a more serious note, like my mom came and she kind of moved in while Cray was in the hospital, and she helped me out in so many different ways. But one of the things that I was so thankful for was that she knew how to get to everything. She knew where everything was. She knew where to go. And it's honestly, it was just so, and I was just, again, so thankful that I didn't have to run through everything. It was just, yeah, this is something that I believe, and I know the home edit people say too, that you can stay organized. You just need to create systems like the backstock system and the container system, like everything's contained. And they say do 80-20, meaning like don't completely stuff your spaces. But yeah, that is the kitchen. Sorry I talked so much. I didn't know how else to do this. I wanted to explain the thoughts behind everything. But yeah, it was expensive, especially when we're talking about the coffee table and all that stuff, but the containers can be found at TJ Maxx for cheaper too. And then I got Dollar Tree stuff too. But I actually had a Walmart gift card. So here's a little video of me using that gift card for more container stuff. I was so excited. But yeah, so one thing that I found out that I loved, we were living at Terry and Bruce Nickerson's house in Maine, and she came and she cleaned my kitchen and she cleared off the counters. And I was like, dude, I want that. Like, it just makes cleanup way easier. And just the declutter, it just looked, just looked better. So yeah, I just made this and I'm hoping it helped, or like I said, I hope I inspired people, but I'm excited about it. It made me excited just to make this video. Like, what? Yeah. Oh man. Like, because I wanted before and after pictures because it made me feel like I was doing something when I looked at it, so now I made this almost 20-minute video of that. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you all have a great day. And if you have any questions or anything, like, yeah, Netflix, Get Organized with the Home Edit, that's the show. So got me inspired. Woo!